So we talk about some very, very important things here on the channel, and I think a lot of time that gets missed on people, especially when times are boring and stagnant and there's not a lot going on. And there was a comment that saw that I want to talk about because I think in this market it's very important to be proactive rather than reactive because being reactive in crypto costs you money. And there's some very important things that have been happening for SHIB that people need to be aware of. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So this comment I received was actually on an ADA video, but I've seen stuff like this before. And what it said was appreciate the channel, but wondering if maybe instead of daily updates that always seem big or urgent, only update us when there's actually something to report. When things have just been the same for weeks/days, there really isn't anything to report on. I'd rather see when there's actually something important or informative or game changing. And I appreciate the comment, and this isn't to call out this viewer or anything like that, but the point I want to make is when you only highlight big flashy news things or big moves in the chart, you've missed them. All right. So here on the channel, I've taken a very different approach than some other ones in the space, and we dive deep into these fundamentals. We dive deep into these changes and these things that have been happening from a strength perspective in terms of Shiba Inu and other assets in the space. And this is the reason why, for those who have followed me here on the channel for a long time, have listened to what I've been able to say over those times, it's a reason why they've made a lot of money. All right. And that's not the intent. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, but that's how we've identified some of these biggest opportunities to accumulate, for example, Shiba Inu in the space. For those, my channel was a lot smaller back then, but back in October of 2023, we talked about this fire sale range before it started happening. I said this is the best opportunity to accumulate Shiba Inu. These are deep, deep discounts. And guess what? People since that time have made huge, huge amounts of money. I'm sure some of them will comment on this video and be a testament to that. Same thing with this opportunity zone, right? Same thing even with this gift zone that just happened recently, right? For example, even from the top of this zone here, we're currently sitting up about 60% from the bottom of the zone, and even dip below that, right? We're currently up about 100%, right? And the reason why those are some of the areas that we talked about accumulation and when I was adding to my bag is because we looked at the fundamentals and what the fundamentals were showing. And what we were seeing was strength. We were seeing that we were kind of seeing unnatural things, people washing themselves out of positions while, for example, whales were showing strength. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. We're seeing very similar things, right? We're seeing whale accumulation remain high. Let me see if I can find that. We saw another day yesterday of whales actually adding to their bags. Again, a net flow of 511 billion shib. Apart from that little kind of, I don't want to say shakeout, kind of the fake out whale dump that we experienced on the 15th of 308 billion. They added basically over 1.5 times that again yesterday. So they're showing you very important signs. Holders continue to be on the climb. We just set a new all-time high again, 1.47 million holders in terms of Shiba Inu. The SHIB adoption rate, incredibly high, 40, where'd that go now? Shoot, see if I can find it. Right there. We just hit 47% yesterday, meaning that of these transactions that are being done for Shiba Inu, 47% of them are by first-time wallets. So you're seeing all these important fundamentals, and the problem is if you're waiting to talk about these until after these moves happen, we're missing the big things, right? Yes, we do talk about some news, we talk about some important things that happen, but we're not here to report on what's happened in the past. We're here to prepare everyone for the future, because being proactive makes you money, being reactive loses you money. The people that come late to this space, they're happening at the height of market cycles, right? The most adoption takes place up in these ranges, not in these ranges. When times are boring, when there isn't a whole lot going on, this is when people are silently accumulating, building generational bags, right? For example, Shiba Inu last market cycle, guys, how many people do you think were really talking about Shiba Inu or paying attention to it here? Not a ton. The Google search metrics show this. The fundamentals show that there wasn't really this big burst of excitement. But then there was. You saw this accumulation by long-term holders. You saw this preparation for the future, and then SHIB did a 10x over the course of just 30 days. That's the point I want to hit home on. So while some people may not like my style or the things that we talk about here on the channel, maybe it's mundane and boring for them, but at the same time, it's about preparing for the big things that are going to hit the market. Like we talked about earlier today, there's all this capital on the sideline that is prepped and ready to hit, but nobody's paying attention to it. Nobody's talking about it. And then they're going to be surprised when SHIB does, multiple X's from here. Oh, what the hell happened, right? Why did SHIB make that move? Well, we talked about it for a long period of time, right? And each and every one of these steps we talked about and we talked about. We discussed fundamentals. And the point I want to make is that we're seeing the same thing now. I'm prepping everyone for this move that's going to happen for SHIB, that's going to happen for the crypto market. And frankly, I could just sit quietly and not make videos and keep this information to myself and just make a crap ton of money on the sideline. But I'd rather have everybody else be updated and aware of what's going on. Hopefully that makes sense. And I don't mean to just ramble on about this one comment, but I want people to understand why I do this. I've been in the market for a long time. I've been trading for over 20 years. I've studied fundamentals for decades now. And the fundamentals that we're seeing for SHIB, the fundamentals we're seeing in the crypto market is something that is really going to surprise a lot of people. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are the reason that this channel has been growing in the way that it has. And hopefully we continue to hit some really exciting highs in this market. But have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.